It's Jordan Mulligan from the Mulliganbrothers, and today's interview highlight is with Clint Emerson, and it's talking about adjusting to civvy life, and it's something I love to ask the military guys about. It's something we don't think of. You know, these guys go to war, they put their lives on the line, they're in these high danger situations on a day-to-day basis, and then they come back to civilian life and they're expected to go to Costco, Target, go to the shops and carry on like everything's normal. And the adjustment is really interesting to hear from, and there are lessons to be learned. Like, listen to the words, listen to the adjustment that's made and how much effect these situations have on people. And take those lessons and apply them to your own life. So this is Clint Emerson on adjusting to civilian life. And before that, I just want to shout out today's sponsor, Mulliganbrothers.com, where you can now buy the Hardest Worker in the Room t-shirts and much, much more, linked down below. Before you head over there, let's listen to Clint.
Yeah, the transition is tough. And I think for me personally, it's ongoing every day. You know, I have my moments when I'm like, this civilian stuff, you feel like you're just not cut out for it. You know, you feel like it just doesn't match the personality that was developed in the SEAL teams. It doesn't match your character. It doesn't match any bit of you. And the whole like fake it till you make it is what comes to mind. You really try your best to, you know, embrace this whole civilian side of life. And for some guys, it's more difficult than others, you know, and they'll end up turning to alcohol and drugs and God knows what else in order to just try and get through it. But the reality is you just have to face it head on. But I think every guy deals with what I call going from hero to zero. And I always tell people that it's like, when I retired, you hand in your active duty ID card, okay? That ID card it's a CAC card. It's white, it's sturdy, it's flexible. It has like a computer chip built into it. Your picture on it is in color. All your stats are there. It's cool, right? It's something you've had your whole career. And when you retire, you turn that in, and then they hand you this laminated piece of crap, blue, retired card. The picture of you on it is blurred, black and white, and it's just like, it's just representation of what you've just become, you know? And so then you have to battle that, because I like that white CAC card far better than I like that damn little crappy retired card, right? And I think that in itself says a lot, right? And then you've got to just figure it out. And you know, guys that are having issues and the ones that I've tried to help out, I just tell you just got to put your head down and go. But sometimes they don't remember how to put their head down and go when they're by themselves and not surrounded by their buddies. And they need more than just encouragement, you know, they need that brotherhood outside the military, and depending on where they retire to and where they live, they may not have that. And those are the guys that I think find themselves getting in real trouble. For me personally, I've just task saturated myself, and I try not to think about it. If there's one thing we're good at is compartmentalizing, you know, compartmentalize all that stuff, deal with it another day, just keep moving forward. And so I just find myself, stay busy, you know, check off as many things as you can, experience as much as you can, and deal with the trash some other day. I've been retired for going on 7 years now, and I think there's been a couple of moments where being a civilian is kind of an issue. I know that for me, I like to run. So a lot of times when I'm on my runs, it's like therapy, you know? So I'll have moments of that compartmentalized information that all of a sudden jumps right in your face. Whether it's, you know, buddies that have died or just dealing with, you know, being a civilian, not doing adrenaline, you know, induced missions and fun stuff, and you just, but it's on the runs is when I have that realization, and I end up, having my own moment when I'm like, I don't know if I like this feeling or not, and you just keep running and push through it. And I feel like talking, a lot of self-talk helps too. It sounds crazy. And my daughter thinks I'm crazy, but she'll be like, Dad, you're talking to yourself again. I'm like, I know, I'm just trying to kind of get through the damn day. But I think everyone has their own form of therapy, right? I remember as I was getting out, I went to this program called NICO. And if you have certain symptoms like, crazy nightmares, anxiety, migraines, you get to go to this program where they admit you for 30 days. And you're doing a group therapy, you're doing individual therapy. But I remember being a part of this, and they had us doing music therapy. And you're literally banging on drums together. Now imagine a bunch of special operations guys sitting in a room with these bongos and trying to get in tune with one another. And you've got a lady who's a music therapist sitting in the center, giving her best effort to try and get all of us to just do it together. Just do it together. Boom, 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 boom. But we're not. It's like boom, 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 and we're all looking at each other like, what the fuck are we doing here, right? And but eventually you find what works for you. You do art therapy where we're painting. Imagine a bunch of Navy SEALs trying to paint canvas together. You do like yoga, you do all these things. But I truly believe you have to find what works best for you in order to kind of just get through the moments that you may have that aren't so happy, that you kind of think about your post-military life. And so, for me, it's self-talk, it's going on runs, staying in shape, and, literally working all that stress out physically seems to be what works best for me. For guys that have issues, I think they gotta talk to someone. They have to create, a tribe of folks. It could be family, it could be friends. Hell, it can even be a stranger, at work. Just have that moment and talk it out, I think there's all these different forms of therapy out there. And, I think it's important that it's okay to just go and find the one that works for you. Don't be shy about it, because that tends to be the problem. Is there's a stigma that comes with, getting help or asking for help, because number one, we're used to doing everything ourselves anyway. We're very independent, very capable guys. So we don't want to ask for help, because that's like, that might be a form of weakness. I'll just do it myself. But when it comes to dealing with this and your emotions, it takes other folks to kind of help you get through it. If you try and deal with it on your own, you'll go crazy, and you probably won't get too far. It's very difficult unless you've got a split personality, to get advice. So, and the advice you got from the other Clint may not, work out so well for you. But yeah, I think just gotta talk. You gotta talk it out.
And there you go. Something we overlook all the time is military guys adjusting to civilian life after the military. Think about the situation of being at war every single day, especially some of the most recent wars and how dangerous they were. And then these guys come back to civilian life and have to go to the shops, drive the car down the road when they've been driving through deserts and avoiding ambushes, and try and change how their brain works when they get home. It's such a difficult adjustment. It's something that's so overlooked. And for me personally, I think there is a lot of lessons there, and there's a lot of, I think it's just something we should really take note of, definitely. And if you want to hear more from Clint, head over to Instagram, 100 Deadly Skills. Clint Emerson is linked down below. His new book is linked down below as well. And yeah, go see what he has to say. But he has a lot of stuff to share, and I really love following Clint, so go follow his stuff as well. If you want to see me on Instagram, it's at Jordan Mulliganbrother. See what I get up to on a day-to-day basis. See some of my gym gains that I've been making with the Mulligan sister behind the camera, and what we get up to on a day-to-day basis is also on Mulligan Brothers Instagram linked down below. Guys, thank you for all the support on Mulliganbrothers.com. It's made this all possible. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who's become a member of the channel. And also, most importantly, the free thing of all, thank you to everybody who has liked, commented, subscribed, and shared these videos. The sharing of these videos is everything. The Inspire Change message is made possible by the fact that these videos get views. So the fact that people are seeing these and are possibly inspired by these videos is what leads to the Inspire Change. It's about inspiring someone to make change in their lives, or making change in someone else's lives. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, thank you very much. Have a blessed and productive day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.